When is the last time you ever seen a man change his religion for a woman? Okay, now when's the last time you ever seen a woman change her religion for a man? Every business day, right? Stay with me, stay with me, stay with me. The impact of the patriarchy has become so ingrained in your psyche that most women have learned to live with the consequences. The consequences of changing your religion in submission to a man, to be loved by a man. The consequences of ending your career early so your husband's career can excel. When I was in the military, I seen women retire all the time so their husband can accept promotions and travel. You do not have to bend a knee. Femininity does not require submission. It never has. It never has. Most, if not all, religions is told through the lens of a man. Is spoken through the lips of a man. Is interpreted by the mind of a man. Stay with me, please. This book that y'all like to thump, that y'all like to throw at people, that y'all like to start wars over, that y'all like to condemn people with, is a book of consciousness. It's a book of mysticism. However, most people view it as a literal text. That's not to say that there's not historical events that took place in here, but it is not a book to be taken literally. But that's fine. I'm gonna meet you where you at. So if we're gonna take this book literally, it's quite literally a collection, a series of journal entries on the account of one man, different people's experiences with one man. Okay, so don't you think that women have had experiences with the same man that everybody in that time has had experiences with? Don't you think they ran into him a few times? Don't you think they had a few words to say? Where's Mary's book at? And Mary was his mama. Why she don't have a book? She should have the clearest account of her son. Anytime a crime happens, you see the mama on TV. My son was she ain't saying nothing about him. Or was it just not included? Stay with me. Okay, so let's take the Garden of Eden, for example, right? Which again is a story of consciousness. It's a story of the Edenic blueprint, the Edenic state of consciousness. But okay, let's say there was a talking snake. I'm sorry, I had to laugh. When in history has a snake ever talked? Alright, that should show you right there that this is not a literal story, it's a story of symbolism. But anyway, so let's say there was a talking snake. Okay, so Eve ate the apple and condemned all of mankind to sin. So Mary, the mother of Jesus, was a whore. And everybody just believed that. Everybody believed that Mary was a whore and Eve condemned all of mankind to sin. So once again, it's the woman's fault. And this is the basis for your oppression and your treatment towards women. It's so deeply ingrained. Okay, in more recent news, let's take the election for example. We had a formidable candidate, a qualified candidate. However, who did the majority choose? DJ. Alright, and why is that? Because systematically you have been programmed to think and to believe that a woman cannot lead. A woman is unqualified, and a woman is unworthy, and a woman needs to be under the direction and the submission of a male counterpart. Do you see how deep this goes? I remember in church, growing up, they wouldn't even let women preach. Only men can preach. Why? Because I guess God don't speak to women. That's what they saying. They say God don't speak to women. God don't speak to women. It's real quiet on the creek. Bro, what? What? For the record, I'm not anti-Christian. I'm anti not thinking. I'm anti taking what's been given to you. I'm anti not asking questions. I'm anti whatever this is. I'm anti whatever the hell this is. Another example, baby, I can go all day. This is a lived experience for me. I can go all day. All right, so cool. Let's take another branch off the Christian tree. The Catholic Church. The Catholic Church only acknowledged the archangels. Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Zadkiel. Did you know that each archangel has a twin flame? Did you know that? The archei. You have your archangels and you have the archei. Have you ever heard of the archei? I bet you haven't, because they won't tell you. Bro, if you go into a Catholic church, it's beautiful. It's beautiful and it's decorated with men all over the place. So each archangel has an associated archei, a twin flame, a divine feminine energy attached to them. And that's not to say attached as in submission. That's not to say a counterpart as in inferior. They are co-creating. The archei is just as powerful as the archangel. Don't confuse my words. The other day I told people to believe in themselves and they are not broken and they don't need to look outside of themselves for a savior. They telling me that I'm twisting the words of the Bible and that they are broken. If you want to convince yourself you're broken, then be broke. But as for me in my house, okay. I have seen women silenced. I have seen women isolated. I've seen women lose their identity due to the negative effects of the patriarchy and how it poisons, literally poisons, every area of their life. Short story long, long story short, we are all God. We are all God at our core. If you don't want to believe you are God and you don't want to step into your power, then that's your business. However, that has changed my life and I've seen it change others. It's for the love of God, whichever God you serve, do not let these pastors, popes, priests, or politicians strip you of your power. Your power is not above you. Your power is within you. Say it with me. My power is not above me. My power is within me. And once you start to understand that, your life will change, my love. Life will change.